또? 봉수. 어허봐. 많이 시간했어. 가자.
Coffee cup, lipstick red. You laugh at every word I said. Umbrella twirls in gentle rain. You smile, then hide again. Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette, a secret you won't tell. Footsteps dance on cobblestone. I chase a dream but walk alone. Your glance a spark, a fleeting sign. Was it yours or only mine? Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette.
Merci.
Buona giornata, buon appetito.
Grazie.
우리 있었습니다. 그때 여기서 영국으로 시작했었거든요. 봅시다.
C'est même pas tant d'ailleurs par rapport à la restauration, c'est pas bien. À chaque fois, vous percevez comme petit comme des rois. Ah, Portugal. Ah bah là voilà. Et quand est-ce qu'il a été froid en fait? C'est ça la question que je me pose.
Burada var, duvar arkadaşlar.
Coffee cup, lipstick red, you laugh at every word I said. Umbrella twirls in gentle rain, you smile and hide again. Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette, a secret you won't tell. Footsteps dance on cobblestone. I chase a dream but walk alone. Your glance a spark, a fleeting sign. Was it yours or only mine? Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette, a secret you won't tell. Coffee cup, lipstick red, you laugh at every word I said. Umbrella twirls in gentle rain, you smile, then hide again. Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette, a secret you won't tell. Footsteps dance on cobblestone. I chase a dream but walk alone. Your glance a spark, a fleeting sign. Was it yours or only mine? Coquette, coquette, you play the game so well. Coquette, coquette, a secret you won't tell. Coquette, always out of reach.
Avec l'autre, moi.